Hi guys. So this week we are going to be doing a kind of Easter inspired artwork. I have my finished example already up here to show you, and I've drawn a bunch of little Easter eggs, some little chickens, all kind of mixed in, and then like this little bunny up here at the top. If you don't celebrate Easter, you don't have to do the Easter eggs, but you could still do like the little chickens and just do those instead. A bunch of little bunnies or bunnies and chickens, anything like that. If you don't want to do the eggs or the Easter egg design. So that is always an option if you are not celebrating Easter. But if you are, great, you can follow along and do any type of design like this. When I started, I, of course, will need my pencil, eraser. It doesn't have to be a big eraser. If you have one on the end of your pencil, awesome. And a black marker. Again, if you don't have a black marker, not a big deal. We could still color it next time, and we'll just skip the marker if you don't have one. So, oh, and a piece of paper, of course. When I start this drawing, all I really started with was putting a lot of big, sad face curved lines all over my paper. So my paper is landscape, or it's very wide, or some people call it hamburger. So whichever one of those works for you. All I did again was start with a big sad face. So I start down at the bottom, curve up, and then back down. Then I did it again. Remember to press kind of lightly, so if you make a mistake, you'll be able to erase it. Because when I drew this one, I did erase quite a bit because I would draw the beak over things, or things like that might get in the way. Or even like this line, I don't think it's big enough. I'm going to make it a little bit wider, and ta-da, even Miss Mobley made a mistake. But not a big deal because I can always erase that mistake. Then I do one more. Let me do it right here. Big sad face curve. Now you do not have to do this many if you don't want to. I believe this was 10 altogether. Try to at least get 4 or 5. And they better not be small. They should always be big. Miss Mobley's #1 rule is to draw big, and that's still going to apply here. So if you're drawing small, still, your grade is going to start not looking so great. Let's go up here and we'll do another row. And just curve down. I'm going to stop there because these 3 up here are in the front. So you're not going to see this line because it's being blocked. 3. And then maybe one little dude over here. So I'm just going to do 2 rows this time, but on this first one, you can probably tell I did 3. So we've got the front, the middle, and the back. On this one, we're just going to have the front and the back. All right, so now that I have my egg shapes, again, it was just a bunch of curved lines, very simple, so you can do it. I'm going to decide which ones I want to be bunnies or little chickens or anything like that. So I really liked doing this guy looking angry, so I'm going to show you how to do that one. All I did was another curved line, kind of like the number 3. And this is sort of his feathers that are on the top of his head. And then I just do one more curved line over here. I do diagonal lines because he's looking angry. And then I do the curve for the circle or the eye. Just like that. And then I just put some more circles inside. So here I've got 1, 2, 3 circles, and I'm going to do the same over here. 2, 3. Then his beak. I'm just going to leave it as a diamond on this one. I like it like a diamond here. On this one, I just did 2 triangles. It's up to you which one you want to do. It's your choice. So now I've got one of my chickens and I made him angry looking. What else could we do? Maybe let's make this one down here a big bunny rabbit. So the bunny rabbit is in the very front. So I'm going to start with a big kind of upside down triangle, I guess. Then out of the bottom of it, I'm going to curve both ways for the mouth. I'm going to put 3 little dots for some little freckles on both sides. And then I'm going to do some eyes. Wonder if I should do the eyes differently. Well, I'll just do them the same as I did in the first one. Big circle. Make sure you're doing more than just one circle. Trying to think if there's maybe I can do a couple of circles inside. Make it look like his eyes are sort of sparkling. I'm going to do some eyelashes, which are just curved lines off of the side, and then I'll do the same over here. Start with a big circle. I'm going to go ahead and do the eyelashes, and then 2 small circles and 1 big circle. Just like that. Now we could do some whiskers. And it's going to look silly because a bunny isn't going to have quite this long of a face, of course, but that's fine. And we can give him some ears. Have this one come up like this. And I don't want this ear to block his face, so I'm just gonna curve it. So maybe this ear flopped over. And we'll erase that line because it gets covered up by his ear. Just like that. All right, so now we got that guy done. Ooh, I hope you've been able to see it. Sorry guys, I didn't realize the lights were making it so hard to see. But still simple shapes, so hopefully you'll still be able to do what I did there. Let's see, next one, let's go ahead and make an egg. Let's think of a decoration. I did end up looking up some pictures, so if you need to, remember, you can always look up on your device some cute Easter eggs. I found a bunch of cute little ideas. You could do like a little chicken, like it's hatching out of the egg. Maybe let's try that one. I like that. Should we do that one? Yeah, let's try that one. All right. We'll do that over here, but I'm going to do the zigzag like our little chicken is coming out of the egg. And then I'm going to do this curved line. Big, wide, kind of smiley face. I'm going to do a big square, or if it gets a little too wide, it could be a rectangle. And then a triangle, and erase the lines there. And a triangle over here. This is going to be his bow tie. So I've been drawing a lot of, well, I guess the angry one kind of looks like a boy, since we didn't give eyelashes to it. But we'll make sure this one looks like a fancy looking chicken. We'll give him some eyes. 2 circles. Maybe we can give him a silly face. A big smile. And I'm just going to give him some silly teeth. We do kind of want it to still look like a chicken, though. So should we skip the silly teeth? I'll just go ahead and keep it. We can be creative. You can do however you want. Here, maybe, let me erase this. we'll do a triangle. I wonder if we could give him, this might look terrible. This might not look good at all. Yeah, let's just give him a triangle mouth then. Or a beak, I guess I should call it. Because we do want it to still kind of look like a little chickie. All right, and then we can just give him some little curls for some little hair. That was not my favorite, but we did our best. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doing our best. So hopefully that's a good example of me not being happy with how it came out, but that's okay because we're going to move on and we're going to do something better with the next one. So we're going to do a design for our egg here. I'm going to do this one with a couple of curved, wavy lines. Do not do it like this because remember you have to trace that. So this line would be a lot harder to trace because there are so many waves on it. And if you're not tracing, it's still going to be a little difficult when you color it in. So try to make your waves real spread out, meaning here's a wave that goes up, curves back down, up, down, back up. So that it's a bigger shape and it's going to be a lot easier to color in that shape then. I'm going to do some hearts, making them big and spreading them out. I probably wouldn't suggest going over like 3 in a row. And then maybe some zigzags. And even with the zigzags, I'm making them more spread out, not this, because that is going to be more difficult. So be careful that you're not making your patterns a lot harder to color or trace than they really need to be. Because then you'll be like, oh, Miss Mobley, you make us work so hard. And it's like, well, I told you to do it the easy way, but you didn't do it that way. So try and make it a little bit easier on yourself. All right, and now we're going to do one more. Maybe, what other kinds of ideas do we have in here? Well, we could try one of these. Well, I mean, that could be some good ideas. Let's just do a pattern one because that's going to be a little bit easier. All right. I do like polka dots. Maybe we can do some polka dots and flowers. So big circle. I'm just going to do the very simple flower. This might be making it a little too difficult. So even for these flowers, you could make them big. I'm going to put one here on the side. Okay, it's just going to turn into just flowers instead of flowers and polka dots, I guess. And that's pretty good. I mean, you can just do simple designs. You could do a curve. Just repeating. Pay attention to how I spread them out too, because this big shape will be a lot easier to color in than 50 billion tiny shapes. If you want to add a little extra detail, you could put like maybe some circles or stars or something like that. I'm going to skip one line and just kind of like that to make it a little more cool. And we just got one more left. What should I do with that one? Maybe some, well, we already did some zigzags. Let's just do some polka dots. Why not? Miss Mobley loves polka dots. They're fun. Remember, if you are doing polka dots, don't draw 50 billion teeny tiny circles. You will make a nightmare for yourself when you have to trace. And again, if you're not tracing, it's still going to be a nightmare because you're going to have to color this eventually. And that's it. Very, very simple. You will trace it today as well. I'm not going to do that during the video. You shouldn't need to see me trace. And I already did it on this one. So you're going to get all of your little eggs, bunnies, or chickens, hens, little chickies drawn, and we'll color it next time. Make sure you have nice patterns if you are going to do designs for your eggs, or that you're taking your time to draw nice faces. You don't need to have 10 like I do on this one, but you should at least try for, I would say 5. 4 might not even be enough. I would say 5, maybe even try and do it like this. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Bye.